Hi everyone and welcome to another speed build. So this one is actually quite long. It took me quite a while to build this, but it was supposed to be the 3x3 challenge that was created by Spring Sims, and I was tagged by Sugar Laura to do the challenge, and I decided, because I'm so smart, I decided that I would do this diagonally. I don't really know why, I just thought it would look cool. And then I realised that diagonally it wasn't actually 3x3. It was actually more like 4x4, which is quite irritating, but I didn't actually realise until we were doing the kitchen at quite near the end of the video. But I really liked the way that this house turned out, so I decided to upload it anyways. And I'll do the 3x3 challenge again, maybe next week. But it looked like a really cool challenge, and I don't know what I was kind of going for with this house, but I thought diagonally it was still quite difficult because everything seems to be for when things aren't diagonally, so building a diagonal house was quite difficult, which you'll probably see as we go on. I really struggled with the kitchen and just certain things with this house, and it took me quite a while. So if you want to do the 3x3 diagonal, which actually, even though it's 3, because I did figure out the thing that confused me, because it is 3 for putting the walls down. It is 3 walls that you're putting down. It's just the squares, it's not 3 squares. Does that make sense? It's still 3 walls, but it's not 3 squares. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's quite confusing. So if you do want to try the challenge this way, then do go ahead and do that. It was quite difficult. The outside does take me the longest. I really struggled with placing the not stones, what are they called? Like the flooring outside. I really struggled with that. I also really struggled with like the terrain paints. Really struggled with them too, because I didn't know how to make them diagonal. And I also didn't know how to make flooring diagonal. So if you know how to do that, then do let me know down below. I know in The Sims 3 you used to be able to do things diagonally. The only thing I could actually find for diagonals in this was actually the roofs. But as far as anything else goes, I couldn't really figure out how to do anything in a diagonal shape. Not diagonal, you know, but like that different way, because they're all like square on. You see the terrain paint just now, it's like if you were doing it face on, but because I'm doing it at an angle, it just kind of is weird. So I do start messing about with the bricks and floor tiles and all that stuff and trying to make it work, and it does take me quite a while, but we do get there eventually. Maybe after about half an hour we might get there, but we do get there. So I think it'll be just as hard to do this as what it would have been to do the proper 3x3, which I am going to do, like I say. But if you want to see that before I do, then do go ahead and check out Laura or Spring Sims, so Sugar. They will be all linked down below if you want to go check them out. But mine won't be up until next week, because you all know that I am not the best at building and I get stressed out. So one build a week is quite enough for me. So I was quite proud of this house, though, the way it turned out. After I built it and after I uploaded it to the gallery, I decided to test it out with a sim, which I should have done before uploading it to the gallery, but you all know me, I do things back to front a lot. There was one thing that we needed to change, but I'll say that when we get closer to that part, because we're nowhere near it right now, and I'll probably just confuse you if I say it just now. But see here, I'm just like, can we please rotate these? Like, I know you can rotate them, because you could I know how to do that, but I don't know how to make them so that they're at an angle. Which, oh, It stressed me out, but yeah. So it's kind of difficult to talk over this one because it is such a long build. Like usually we're about halfway through or moved on from the outside or something by now, but we haven't. We're still sitting here watching me struggle away. And yeah, I do put the plants there because I decide that it does kind of hide the jagged edges almost, so I thought that that looked nicer, and then I take forever and a day to decide on a tree. But upstairs I did put like the grass stuff down on the outside upstairs because I did want like a little area where you could have a garden up on your roof. So we are messing about with trees to put there, and I do end up with just some plants because all the trees I decide are too big, and we do put some of the little plant pots as well eventually, probably in a second. Yeah, we do put some plant pots so you could do your garden up there. I thought it turned out really cool. I really liked doing that. It's the first time I've ever actually done that in The Sims 4. I've never really made use of that before to do that. Oh my gosh, it just started like hailstoning outside, so I'm sorry if you could hear that hitting against the window. It's really quite loud. So now we're just doing the outside. Oh my gosh, that's really loud. But we're doing the outside wallpaper, and can you guys hear that? Oh my god. And I'm trying to, we did get the roof to work, which I was thankful for. I was going to put this little dotty thing down, and then I decided it actually looked better with the wood. I really liked the way that the wood looked, so we do go for that. And then I do change the green to white. I just thought it looked a little bit better. Not really sure why, but I just did. And I think we go for yellow for this bit up here. This was a struggle as well, actually, trying to get this stuff to work. It was quite the struggle. And then I did put the grey down, and I did decide that I actually liked that, so we did go ahead and do patterned bit underneath, which I really liked. And then we had a struggle up here. There was a lot of struggles in this build, but I did want to put them up, you know, like the little things that go along the top. But for some reason I could not get those, oh my god, I forgot what they're called too, like pole things, the things I'm messing about with now. I couldn't get them on the corners, and I don't know why that didn't work, but it actually really, really irritated me that it didn't work. And I just can't figure out why. I just can't, and now I need to sneeze, so I'm sorry if I start like talking funny, because I don't want to sneeze in the middle of this video, because then I'll have to redo all my audio, which won't be very fun. Okay, so we're just putting this other bit of roof on, and I did decide to bring it through to the back, because I thought that looked kind of nice like that. And then we're just putting the little border things on the roof. I don't really know the proper term for them, but that's what we're doing. And we actually do this around the house because I think it actually looked kind of cool. It was kind of different, and I did want to put the other tiles in the middle of that, but I couldn't figure out how to get half tiles again. In The Sims 3, I'm sure it was so easy to get half tiles, but I just don't know how to do that in The Sims 4, or if it's even possible. So, yeah. I do put like a little border thing around, so I thought that looked kind of nice. It was a nice little detail. And then we're messing about with the downstairs windows, which again really actually annoyed me because I couldn't find curtains to fit those windows, and I don't know why I couldn't, but I just couldn't find any. But we're going to start messing about with wallpapers now, and I actually wanted to keep the house really bright and airy so that, I don't know, it has a lot of windows, a lot of open space, so I really wanted to do that. Named flooring, some of it looks kind of odd, the flooring, but I don't know, it was the best that I could do. Like, if you maybe can't see it in the video, but you could see that some of the tiles started facing different directions, and it just was kind of weird. So now we're starting to mess about with it at night because I wanted to see what it would look like in the dark, because I wanted it to be nice and bright. Well, not bright, but you know, I'll have a nice amount of light in, because it was so open, like there's so many windows and things. I just wanted outside to be bright too. We're popping down a barbecue and some seats, and I do decide to move the bin from there because I feel like it's too in the way, and then we put the seat in a different place and everything eventually as well. Yeah, I really wanted to put that coat and hat inside for some reason. I don't really know why, but I did apparently, so that's what we done. And I really like that little bunny rabbit. I don't know, I just do. I want them to have pets in the game so bad, because I think it would just be fun to have them in The Sims 4. I just like pets, I guess. We've not moved this stuff yet, but I'm about to, because I decided I want 2 benches, and then I actually wanted to put a picnic table, but it just didn't look right. I don't really know why it didn't look like oh my god, I don't know why it didn't look right, but it just, for some reason, it didn't look right to me. And now we're putting a little seat up there. I wanted it to be really nature-like in the garden thing upstairs, so that's what we done. So the bathroom is one of the rooms that we did actually have to take something out of because the Sims actually couldn't get past. So we haven't put it in yet, but where the sink is, I actually put in 2 counters, which fit in. I've not got move objects on, but they fit, so I assumed that they would work. I just thought the Sims would squeeze past, but the one closest to the door I actually have to end up deleting. So if you do download this house, then do bear that in mind. You will have to delete that extra counter, but other than that, everything's good. And everything works out kind of well. I actually really like the way that the bathroom turned out. I don't know, it's a really odd shape to work with, but I think it turned out pretty good. Pretty good. And I like how the stairs are at an angle too. I just liked that. And here we're trying to find curtains, and I could not for the life of me find curtains that fitted both the windows. So we end up, or like these windows here, I couldn't find curtains to get them, so we do end up deleting the curtains actually, because I just decided that I didn't like it. And yeah, we separated them again because I did want the TV to go on the wall because it would save quite a bit of space. I was going to go for the really big TV, and then I decided it was too small of a space to do that. I was a bit wary about putting the couch there like that against the stairs because I thought that maybe they wouldn't be able to get past it to get to the bathroom, but they can. I do actually change the couch as well anyways, but they can definitely get past that to get to the bathroom, so it's all good for that. And then I mess about for ages because I really want a lamp in between the 2 couches, and I hate using move objects on. I just hate it. I don't know why. It's just I really don't know why I hate it. I prefer to hold the Alt key and then just move things around because I'm awkward like that. But yeah, we got it to work, so doesn't matter. We do end up using the move objects on in a second though, because I do want a bookcase for in the corner of the living area, which none of them would really fit, and I didn't really want a smaller one, so we do use the move objects to get that to fit. Yep, we go for that one. Yeah, there we are. And I change it to white, I believe. Yeah. Change that to white, and then we just look for a little plant for in the corner there too. So I really like the living room too, and the kitchen I had so many issues with because the counters weren't working. I don't know if that's because the house is at an angle as well, but they just weren't, you know, connecting to each other, and it was actually really difficult. It's about here that I realised that it's not a 3x3 house, because I mean, you can see here I'm like counting the box. I'm like, how could I fit 4 counters in here? and then it still hasn't quite clicked that it's not actually, well, it's 3 by 3 for diagonal, but it's not actually 3 by 3. So at this point it still hasn't quite clicked, but I am kind of starting to have my suspicions. But in my head I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that I used 3 by 3 because I definitely used 3 walls. So, and then I just think, no, that can't be right. So I did delete everything and then start again, because I think, no, it has to be 3 by 3. It has to be. So I'm still in denial at this point that I've messed this whole thing up. I'm still in the denial. But I do count them several times, and then I do eventually realise, yep. I'm like, yep, that's definitely 4 counters, Sophie. That's definitely 4. So I just think, well, you know what? Stuff it. It's 3 by 3 for diagonal, right? So I do continue on, because I am liking the way that the house is turning out. So yeah, I do put up some plants and things, and I don't know. I would have liked to put a dining area in there, but I don't think there was space. Up here, oh no, we're back down there with a corkboard. Okay, so up here we do put in like a little table thing, and I do put a couch in there because I feel like there's so many windows in that area that I would just like to sit on a couch and maybe read a book there. I thought that would be kind of nice. And then I do think that maybe The Sims wouldn't be able to get past it, but I did test it all out, and The Sims definitely can get past when I put the couch down. Right now we're just messing about with the rugs and stuff still, but yeah, we do put a little sofa there, and then I do have to turn move objects on again because I do want a little table at the side. Because if this was my house, I would put a sofa there. And I did contemplate merging the table and things together, but we don't do that. I just put a little plumb bob light, again checking how it is in the dark, and we put some little lights out there, but they can definitely get it past that couch because I did have my doubts. And here I was like, yeah, right, that's definitely 3 by 3 because you've got a wall, a window and a wall. So, but then the bed, I'm like, the bed is definitely, that's 4 by 4. So I was doubting myself so much, but yep, it's definitely, and again, checking with the walls and just checking, yeah. But for a diagonal, it's the 3 by 3, and then for the, but it's technically 4 by 4. I don't know. It's very confusing. I thought 3 by 3 would just be 3 by 3, whether it was diagonal or not, but there you go. So like I say, we will do the actual 3 by 3 challenge as well, because I think that would be really fun. So then I found that little kitchen roll thing with like the tea and things, and I thought that looked really cute, so we do put that in the kitchen. But we're almost done really, because all I'm really doing is putting some pictures up, and then we're just going to go back and look again with the curtains. I'm in denial with the curtains as well. I'm thinking you could find curtains for that. We do actually find a blind eventually that we can use, because I was determined that if none of the rooms had curtains, it was fine as long as the bedroom did, because I just feel like the bedroom needed them. So that's basically it for the house build. So I hope that you guys all enjoyed this, and I will speak with you all soon. Bye everyone.